All right, so welcome, welcome everyone. It's Friday evening. As you know, on Friday evenings, we have tournaments over here at Friday Night Events, and this one is no exception. Actually, today we have a pretty special event. We have the Olympics, probably one of the most interesting events that we've hosted here, which consists of multiple tournaments actually in one evening. And everything will end with a mixed tournament for grand prize and for the first word title and bragging rights. So the way it works is we're gonna split. We're gonna have 4 events before the final tournament, and all of them are going to be weapon weapon how should I say, weapon related. I mean, players will have to use the same weapon type or a specific weapon type that has something in common with those particular ones. So we actually divided the categories, especially after the arrival of the new character Connor, which we're going to see today. We have just one second. We have 4 categories. So we have sword and shield. So we have Connor and Marina. We got Rapier. We're going to have Marta and Marie as always. We have one-handed, basically all the sabers and the Cockstein. So we're going to have a one-handed category and the two-handed. Zera, Isabella, the longswords, and Jendrek is going to be part of this category. Not the most traditional types of weapon categories, but we try to fit everybody in somewhere, so they could have certain opponents to play against. And the way it works is we're going to do some single elimination tournaments, and the medalists, so the top 3 of each tournament, will qualify for the grand final tournament, will get an invitation. But there is a catch. Players in the final tournament can use only the weapon type that they got, the weapon category that they got a medal with. So for example, if you get a medal with Rapier, then you can use Rapier in the final tournament. If you get a medal with Sword and Shield, you can use a Sword and Shield. Even for one-handed and two-handed, even if you used only a saber, for example, you are still a medalist of that category, which means that you can still use Kalkstein if you want. Or in the other one, in the two-handed, you can use Jendrek and then use Isabella or Zera in the final tournament. So you are a medalist of that specific category. But there is another aspect to this, which is on the server we also have weapon points, but the weapon points are specifically for a literal type of weapon. So for example, we have Rapier, Longsword, Axe, Sword and Shield, and Broadsword, which is for Kalkstein, and the saber. So if you want to get points in those specific weapon types, you would have to use only that specific weapon type in each category, including in the final tournament to get that. But anyway, don't think too much about it. Just try to win as many fights as possible, get some medals, get some ranking points, maybe a nice new role on the server, and yeah, also the grand prizes, the top 3 spots, and even the first sword title. Teflon, our current first sword, I haven't seen him sign up. He hasn't answered to me yet. He could still theoretically sign up for the later tournaments, for the one-handed and two-handed, and show up later. But if he doesn't, then it's quite certain that somebody else is going to take the first sword title. So without further ado, let's dive right into it. So this first stream, because we're going to have 3 streams, the first one is going to be about Sword and Shield and Rapier. We're going to do them alternatively. So we're going to do 1 round of Sword and Shield, then 1 round of Rapier, and so on until we have our medalists. Last time this category, it wasn't actually Sword and Shield, it was more of a hybrid category, was won by Ezekiel, but using a Sword and Shield character. So Ezekiel is the grand favorite for this He's also a very good Marina user, so he's the favorite for this one. And for the Rapier, I have the gold medal in Rapier, but this time I'm pretty sure it's going to be even harder than last time. So we'll see if I'm going to be able to defend that title. All right. So enough talking. Let's go down to business. So we have 7 players. 8 players actually. My bad. Somebody else joined last minute. It happened yesterday as well. I'll have to check. I have to check because it's the matchups also need to be quite balanced, and we need to make sure that the medalists from last time don't meet earlier than the final. So let me see who joined. Challenge is very slow. Oh, it's Siant. Sian, nice, nice. Welcome, welcome, Sian. Great to see you. Oh, and Sian would actually start the tournament and against the favorite Sword and Shield character player Ezekiel. Let me see. Also, Sian joined Rapier. So she would face me in that one. Actually, let's make a change because then she would basically face 2 gold medalists. Let's have a nice fight with info in Rapier, I think. Or no, let's change something here. I mean, these are all tough fights. Let's put Wrath here. Siant. Yeah, let's do Siant versus Roddy. I think that's gonna be a pretty interesting fight, and we'll see how it goes. Yeah, so I'm trying to balance out a little bit. I know that it's doing these manually. It's not ideal, but otherwise Siant would have faced the 2 gold medalists in these rounds, so it's not exactly fair. Good, but great to see Siant again. Apparently she has a day off from work, I think. So yeah, let's start. First match is so it was Siant indeed. So we're gonna start with Sword and Shield. So we're gonna do all the fights from Sword and Shield. All fights are going to be 6 flags because we want to try to finish these qualifiers fast. And we're also going to use the void map. We're going to use default speed. Unfortunately, mods are not working anymore. Hopefully they will in the future. So we're going to start with Ezekiel versus Siant. Sword and Shield. Something tells me that Siant is going to use Connor, the new character. Maybe Ezekiel will try Connor as well. Who knows? Maybe he will use Marina maybe later. Who knows? If he qualifies, of course. Single elimination matches can be tricky. 6 flags are not that many. Here we go. A link sent for Ezekiel and Siant. And we declare the Olympics open. Here we go. Ezekiel is ready. Siant is ready. Here we go. So as I said, 6 flags, black void map. We're using that map, Ezekiel on the left, Siant on the right. I know that you guys are used with the school map. I got a new monitor, and last time we had some FPS drops on the school one, and I mean it worked fine in the end, but let's go since these are also qualifiers. Let's just go with the void. Just making sure that, because I'm pretty sure it's more optimized a little bit performance-wise. Yep. As expected. Oh, I did not unlock that new skin. I will do it after this match. I mean, I think they're I think I can do it with Ducats. I'm not sure. Alright, so here we go. Sword and Shield, the #1 favorite. Oh, sorry, we're not gonna use this this map. My bad. We're gonna use that map for the final tournament. My bad. We're gonna use Void for qualifiers. Here we go. It's also because I wanted to use the new map, but since it's a pretty large map, it could lead to maybe longer fights. Here we go. Connor for the first time in action on the server. Marina with a nice sidestep there catches Connor in. First point for Ezekiel. I think Connor has some pretty. I really can't say if he's strong or weak or anything. He has some interesting stuff. He's pretty simple. Another good sidestep. Nice push there from Siant. And the first flag. I think Connor has a longer sword than Marina. Marina seems to be a little bit faster. Oh, with a nice stab under the shield there on the belly. Very interesting. I haven't played any real matchups with Connor, so I really don't know what works and what doesn't. I don't even know his moveset that well, but we're about to see today. 3-2, nice sidestep attack there from Ezekiel. It's also very interesting for Marina players, especially for Ezekiel, to see how they will adapt to. I think that was a leg void. Adapt to a character that also has a shield. From what I've noticed, Connor's shield seems to be a little bit less protective than Marina's. And a nice push there, and it's now 4-3 for Connor. For Siant. A Scotsman. See if he makes his debut with a... Oh, and a nice cut there, and it's now 5-3, and this is quite important because if Ezekiel loses this fight, he also loses the possibility of using Marina in the final tournament, which could be quite detrimental since it's his strongest character. And another push there from Siant, and the fight ends 6-3. Siant Lark comes back in style After so long using the new character and defeating the gold medalist of the previous tournament, Siant is in the semifinals. We're going to continue with the next fight, which is Info versus Wrath. Same weapons, sword and shield. Yeah, that's kind of the risk with Olympics, generally speaking, and I've seen that happening many times, especially if you're the first one fighting and you're not warmed up. You could, and especially fighting a new character, so you don't know exactly what to expect. Somebody joined. Who joined? Oh, Wrath. Yes. Good to have info back as well after a little while. Yes, and I've seen it with the many Olympic tournaments where people who were basically the favorites of a specific category lost early on or didn't manage to win the tournament because um, it's a single elimination, one fight, and then you're out. But Ezekiel still has a couple of other characters that he plays really well. Oh. Yeah, sorry, I forgot about the info. Info said that will arrive a little bit later. So we're gonna keep info for last fights or when she gets home. My bad. Sorry, I forgot about it. Okay, so we're gonna do Pico versus Boris next. Okay. So I was talking about Ezekiel, saying that he still has a couple of characters that he can play really well. I would name two. One of them is Sam, and the other one is Marta. And if he gets a medal in one-handed or in Rapier, he will be able to use these characters in the final tournament. Because I'm pretty sure he is going to be in the final tournament. There he is. Here's Pico, waiting for Boris. Another sword and shield fight. Quite surprised with Connor there. Honestly, I expected him to struggle a little bit. Against Marina, I thought that Marina's a little faster. And immediately after that, it's going to be me versus Roderick. Neither of us use sword and shield, so it's going to be interesting. Roderick with some really nice performances last time in the last Olympics. I'm looking forward to see what he's gonna do today. How many medals he's gonna get. I was idiot. He did it all the time, same stuff. Yeah, well, it happens. Boris is not here yet. I think he's probably a little bit delayed. No worries. We can continue with the next. We can continue with the next fight. We have to keep these fights going. It's quite common that in the beginning of the event, people are a little bit late. It's all good. Pico, we have to wait a little bit. Let's get Roderick in. Sword and shield. Pretty sure Roderick is going to use Connor. I'm also going to use Connor. Or who knows? Maybe maybe he wants to use Marina. But as I said, I will use Connor. I haven't played anybody like a real player with him. It's gonna be interesting. Let me see. I'll unlock the skin in single player mode. Alright. So it's a Connor mirror. The place where he's at the character table is kind of annoying. That the death sound is very familiar to me. I don't know. I think somebody else that has it from another character. He has a nice high guard. I think he has some interesting attacks from it. Oh. Oh. Nice. That thrust seems a little bit too slow. Oh, this one is nice. I've seen Siant using it earlier. Seems pretty fast, and I think it could be useful against shield characters. He also has a low guard move. Is that a Scottish Highlander? Yes, yes it is. Yes it is. Oh, nice. That was a really fast counter. Ooh. Another fast counter. There are two quick flags there by Roderick. seems that the was that a grab? What is it? What is that? Nice one. Yeah, no, it's not the beta. It's live. I know he was waiting for the push, but it worked. Good fight, good fight. I enjoyed it. 6-4. Thank you, Roderick. Yeah, that was a good fight. I've seen a couple of. I noticed that he has some good blade beats with his attacks. But it also can get a little bit stale given the defensive capabilities of the character. Yeah, so Boris is here. Okay, back. All right, let's do Pico versus Boris, and then we're gonna do info. Just to give info a little bit of time to settle in. I really want to see Pico playing this guy, because Pico always comes up with very creative stuff, with feints and all that. There's Boris as well. Here we go. Oh, sorry, I need to change the names. I bet. After this fight, we're going to have Info versus Wrath, and after that, we're moving on to the first round of Rapiers. Here we go. Another shield. Yeah, it seems that he's supposed to be a counter for Marina. The way Kubolt's philosophy is regarding characters is he wants players to try to be as oh, nice first kill there for Boris, to be as versatile as possible with characters, which is sometimes you'd have to switch your character in order to maximize your chances of winning. So that's kind of his game philosophy. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful low cut there. One. nice punch there with the shield. And Pico takes the lead, 2-1. His movement is very similar to me. I think his movement is Yendrix. I think the way he moves back and forth and the dash, I don't know, just look a lot like Yendrix. I think I might be wrong, but it's just something very familiar about his movement. 3-1. Oh, nice tap there. The interesting part here is that this is a character with the shield, but he has a straight sword. Marina has a curved sword. She has a saber, and he has a broadsword like Kalk. Kalkstein, unfortunately, he does not. The Highlander was his only hope of getting another broadsword character. And unfortunately, it's not happening. Because I'm pretty sure the Highlander was not supposed to have a... Oh, and the second kill there for Boris. I'm pretty sure the Highlander was not supposed to have a shield. Oh, goes low with a very nice cut. A slower cut, but it worked. 5-2-2. Boris might be playing this character for the first time, who knows. The character is just very new, and I'm pretty sure maybe some people did not get the chance to play the game until this event. So it's quite possible. Pico with a lot of feints. And we have a double. Oh, nice push there. 6-2. Pico wins. A valiant effort there by Boris, but unfortunately it does not go his way. Still, all the players today have signed up for the other tournaments as well, so there will be plenty of chances to get a medal. We're back to Info versus Wrath, the last fight of Sword and Shield Round 1. And after that, we're moving to the Rapier matches. Wrath is here. Info's gonna be on the left. A Wrath on the right. Okay, there's Info. As I said, Info takes left and Wrath takes right. How do I unlock the skin? It doesn't say. It doesn't say it can be unlockable with ducats. Alright, so info is on the left, as I said, the Wrath on the right. Both of them are quite careful, trying to figure each other out. Pushed there by info. The second attack does not land. It's probably one of those push bug situations. But then she attacks with a nice snap cut. Connor has a couple of snap cuts in his arsenal, and got the first kill there. Oh, try to dash in. Wrath with his snap cut gets the kill. 1-1. Goes low, counters with the shield and goes low with a somewhat slower attack, but good enough to slice the tendons there. Push. 2-1 for info so far. Three to 1 now. Wrath seems a lot more patient than what we're usually expected of him. He's usually quite active and aggressive. Push there from info. Very fast start of the round, and that's a very good strategy. Sometimes after a slower pace flag, just to immediately blitz at the opponent. Scores the 4th flag. Info with a very good start. Tries again to go low. This time the shield blocks it. Push bug again. Info seems very confident in this match, and especially after getting such a lead, but she has to be careful. 6 flags in 6 flags is actually quite easier to come back. Oh, blade beat. The first attack hit the shield, but the second one hit the player. As I said, I feel just a tiny bit. I feel that Connor's shield is not as protective as Marina's, for example. Oh, and a nice special move attack there. It's actually very similar to Marina's, the one that starts from low and goes high. Another push attempt. 6-2. Info wins and qualifies to the semifinals and will be in contention for a medal. Wrath, thank you very much. We're gonna see you in Rapier soon. Yep. So the first semifinals in Sword and Shield are going to be Sion versus Info and Pico versus me. Now we're moving to the Rapier, as I said, playing the first 4 matches. Wrath was supposed to fight next, but I have a policy. Players that lost, we're gonna give them a little bit of chance to, take a little bit of break. So let's do. Oh, in here. 1 second. 1 second, because in here in Rapier we have 2 of the matches are literally the same as the same as in the previous one. So we're gonna swap some matches a little bit. I'm not doing any shady business, I promise. Because Pico and Boris fought each other, so we're gonna do Pico versus Sion here, and Ezekiel versus Boris. Yeah, just to make sure that we're not gonna have exactly the same matchups as in the previous one. Good. So let's get Info back again here. And she is going to play Roderick. The policy does not apply also for people who have won their match. Only for the people who lost. We're gonna give them a break, so the winners still get the. And sometimes it's even better, keep the momentum going. Let's get Roderick in. Roderick, waiting for you for a Rapier fight. There he is. Here we go. Roderick now. Roderick was a silver medalist in the last Rapier Olympics. We'll be facing a Rapier main here, and Info versus Roderick is always a very fun fight. Actually, one of their last fights. One of their last fights was Marta versus Marta, and it was the fight of the evening. Info left, Roderick right. Oh, so there's Marie for Info, and Roderick goes with Marta. So it's not gonna be Marta versus Marta again. Here you go. I don't know if it's just me, but I think Marie's sounds. We're gonna have to see, because I played yesterday and Marie's sounds were not hers, were male sounds. First one for Info. Try to go low. Try a nice attack there with a two-step forward. Roderick being patient. Oh, gets hit there by a counter thrust to the arm. 2 for info. Very good start for info tonight. A good win in the first fight. A good start here. Looks very confident. But that's how info fights all the time, with a lot of confidence. Oh, and that was a beautiful duck triangle 3. Roderick is trying to find his rhythm. Oh, blade beat there by info. Oh, and again a beautiful forward thrust there. Catches Roderick on the counter. 4-0. Oh, tries again. Oh, that's one of Info's signature moves. Roderick tried to attack the head there. Marie does not. Sometimes she can duck. Because she's short, she can duck head strikes, and then Info grabs. 5-0. It's not over here. Oh, try to push. Oh, and a nice thrust. 6-0. Very dominant performance there from Info. Played this perfectly. Roderick will have a chance of redeeming himself later on in the one-handed and two-handed tournaments. Actually, his strength lies in the one-handed, because most of the characters that he plays are sabers. So we're going to see him a little bit later fighting there. Info in the semi-final. Now we're going to get Pico versus Siant. Also in Rapier, another very interesting fight. So remember, guys, if you're listening, so whenever I call you out, I will put you in the order that you are supposed to fight. So left, the person that is left is going to be on the left, and the person on the right on the right. Rapier. There's Siant. Waiting for Pico. Oh. Waiting for Pico. He says he's running back. Next fight is going to be me versus Wrath. And then we're going to do Actually, no. After that, we're gonna do Ezekiel versus Boris. Ezekiel has been waiting for some time to fight, so we're gonna do his fight next. I can wait, and the Wrath hasn't fought in a long time. Back. Awesome. Let's get you in. Right, so Pico is on the left, Siant on the right side. Pico left, Siant right. Something happened. A Marie mirror match. Oh. Oh, 3 attacks there finally land, and Siant gets the first flag. Siant also with a very good start. As I said, the win against Ezekiel in the Sword and Shield. Nice stab to the head. Looks like Siant in info to Rapier enthusiasts. They're doing great today. Oh, beautiful dash in 3. Info and Siant are actually quite similar from many point of view. Both main Marie, or they like Rapiers a lot. They have a very similar fighting style, going for grabs. And tonight they're performing quite similarly. Started with a very good win in Sword and Shield, although it's not their main weapon of choice. And now in Rapier, we're seeing some nice performance. Siant has a 4 flag advantage now, reduced to 3. Oh, nice one to the arm there. One of those cancelled attacks there from Pico. 4-2. Siant needs to be careful here. Had a very good advantage. Oh, nice dash in. 5-2. Takes back control of the fight. Needs only one more to qualify to semifinals. Tries a dash in. I was honestly expecting that. Pico probably expected it as well. Easy counter to the face. 5-3. Oh, and now a very nice forward thrust there to the face. Siant definitely dashed into it, or was about to dash. Fight is closer now. Siant needs to be careful. Still has 2 match points. Oh, and a double lunge attack there, and Pico with 3 flags in a row. Now it's even. 5-5. Last flag. Oh, and a late response there from Siant, and Pico actually with an amazing comeback. 6-5. Unfortunately, Siant kind of, as we say in gaming, in the gaming universe, kind of bottled it a little bit there. Had a great advantage, but that's exactly what I was talking about a little bit earlier, that in 6 flags, advantage can be quickly nullified. But she did a great job nonetheless. And it was a close match against a very good Rapier user. Next we're going to do Ezekiel versus Boris. Ezekiel, this is a pretty important tournament for him, as I said, because he lost in Sword and Shield, but he has the opportunity to get a medal in other categories that he also uses, other categories that also have characters that he likes to use a lot. And this is one of them. Marta is a character that he does very well with. Boris is here waiting for Ezekiel. There he is. Alright, so Ezekiel fights on the left. Yes, and Boris on the right. Ezekiel playing his character Marta. Boris going with Marie. I haven't seen Boris using Marie, but he's an Isabella main, and oh, nice thrust at the face. Isabella mains have a pretty easier time getting into Marie because Marie actually has a lot of principles that Isabella uses, which is using footwork, managing distance, using precision to attack. 2 now. And yeah, I don't know if you heard that, but Marie's has male sounds. 2-1. Something happened with the new update. Oh, nice dash in with the thrust to the head. 3-1 for Ezekiel. A solid performance so far. His gameplay, generally speaking, his gameplay is really tight. And, oh, try to push there. A little bit too telegraphed. Boris managed to react to it. Still got hit in the process. 4-1. I mean, Ezekiel got hit in the process. Oh, dash in. Try to dash in. Boris punished the forward movement 4-2. Five to 2. Oh, and a nice, again, a nice dash to the face. 6 to 2, very good performance there from Ezekiel. Boris did well as well, but you know, he's not using Rapier that much, so he had a tough fight here against Ezekiel, who's going to face Pico a little bit later. And the last fight of round one from both tournaments is going to be me versus Wrath. Oh, I forgot to change from Sword and Shield to Rapier. My bad. It's okay. I think people figured it out. Yeah, we're just going to use it for this one, and then we're going to switch back to Sword and Shield. Alright, so let's get Wrath in. Info, a player that managed to get into semifinals in both tournaments. Same as Pico. And I could be the third player that gets into semifinals in both tournaments. All the other players have either been eliminated in both, or maybe just were eliminated in one of them and continued in the other. I mean, that would actually be only Ezekiel's case. Everybody else, I mean, he's actually Ezekiel and Siant. There's Wrath. Really curious, I kind of forgot who Wrath uses as a Rapier. I believe he's a Marta. Maybe Marta? Can't remember. We're about to find out. He's on the right. No, it's a Marie match. Wrath, actually the champion of Saber last time. So he's the gold medalist. He's in the #1 seed for the one-handed tournament. Looking forward to see if he's going to be able to defend that particular title. Triangle attempt there from Wrath. A little bit telegraphed. Oh, nice. That was a telegraph from me this time. Very sneaky move, but only very good Marie mains managed to pull that off effectively. Oh. Double. I haven't seen too many doubles tonight. Again, trying the triangle. Five to 1. Next fight is going to be in Sword and Shield, and it's going to be Siant versus Info, I think. And that's it. Good fight, Wrath. 6 to 1. I managed to qualify to semifinalists. Wrath unfortunately eliminated from both these tournaments, but he will compete later in the one-handed and the two-handed tournament, and he is the champion of one-handed, so we'll have to defend there. And he's one of the few saber specialists on the server, so we'll see how that goes. All right, we're gonna move back to Sword and Shield, and we are in the semifinals. First match is going to be Siant versus Info in Sword and Shield. That's very interesting. You would think this matchup is going to be in Sabers. There's Info. Let me see if I can purchase the thing. The skin thing. There it is. All right. You got the new skin if you want to use it. Wait, I need Siant. Oh, didn't I send the link? My bad. It's basically the same every time. But still, I will send it. Very interesting, because one of these two will get a medal 100%, and it's going to be either silver or gold. And also will get 1 point or even 2 points in Sword and Shield. Siant left, Info right. Both go with the blue option. Looks good. I think we need a lot more of this. We need, and I'm actually very glad that Kubal did this. So he released a character with 2 more skins actually. One of them is just a reskin, just another color of the same character, and the other one is a little bit different. But it would be really nice if all the characters had this color palette swap. It doesn't have to be, I don't know, pink or something unrealistic, but something like this could work really nice. A nice push there. Siant gets the first kill. Because a lot of characters have some kaftans. They have gray kaftans. You know, it can be a red one. Some characters, to this day, they don't have another skin. Nice stab to the belly there, and I've seen Sian doing that in the first fight as well. Looks like Sian has actually maybe a little bit of experience with Connor. Probably played him a little bit, or maybe figured something on the spot. Nice push from Info. 2-1. Yeah, something like this would be really nice. Just a color palette swap. For characters that do not have other skins. Marie, Kalkstein. Another push there. The first attack does not kill, but the second one does. 3-1 for your first Siant. Oh, beautiful. To the side, catching the arm there. Siant is actually really good with Connor. The win against Ezekiel was not a fluke. She really knows what she's doing with him. 4-1. Oh. Info goes low and gets the first kill. Info a little bit passive, I'd say, in this fight. Trying to anticipate Siant's moves. A nice push there and gets the third flag. As soon as I said that the Info was a little bit passive, probably took it personally. And went there with an aggressive attempt. 4-3. Oh, and one to the belly. 5-3 for Siant. Push by Siant, and that's it. 6-3. Another dominant performance, and Siant is in the grand final. Info will fight for the bronze a little bit later. Congratulations, it was a nice fight. But as I said, the Info being qualified in the semifinals, she will play for bronze. Okay, I'll be right back, just getting some water, and after that we're gonna get the fight going with Pico. Here we go. Let's continue with the second semifinal. That is going to be Pico. And after this fight, we are going to do the Rapier semifinals. And after that, we're going to do the final. So the bronze medals and the gold. Waiting for Pico to join in. There he is. Oh, names. Pico's on the left, I'm on the right. Did I give him keyboard? Oh, he's not in. Something happened, I think. There he is. Alright, I'll pick the blue version. Oh, that thrust actually landed. Nice. Oh, nice dash after the push. Another thrust. Yes, you can do that when you're getting pushed and you expect it. You can dash back. Oh, got him with the low attack. Learned that from I don't know. I've seen somebody doing it tonight. Can't remember who. The thrust to the face has been really working in this fight. Not the second time. 6-0. That went a lot better than I expected, but you know, we're both new with the character, so things can happen. Pico and Info will fight a little bit later for bronze, which will give them the opportunity to use a Sword and Shield character in the final tournament. So maybe they will, maybe they won't, but it's good to have the choice. So Siant and I are going to face in the final, and I'm actually quite excited to fight Siant because she's been looking great. We're moving to Rapier. Rapier semi-final, so we're moving pretty fast for this one. I'm going to fight again, and I'm going to fight Info. Info, who also won 6-0 in her previous fight. And a very good Rapier user. Let's get Info in. And the next fight is going to be Pico versus Ezekiel. Why in Rapier? Okay, gonna be a tough fight. Info looked great. Yeah, so it's a mirror. Here we go. First one for info. Nah. Oh, that was nice. It worked. 3. That attack lingered a little bit. Oh, this time it was the same situation as in the flag too. But I think her attack was not strong enough this time. Oh, this is a better option for the triangle trap that the info tries to get in. A war of attrition there on the 4th flag. Oh, double. Tough, very tough fight. Good fight. 6-3 after 3-0. But it was very tough. It was the you know, a Marie mirror, highest level of a Marie mirror. Great fight. Info will fight for the bronze though. And for Info, I think it's actually quite important to get a medal in Rapier because she uses Rapiers on a daily basis. And also to get the qualification for the final tournament. You need to get a medal to qualify there. We'll probably give the opportunity to all players involved today to compete in that one, but we'll have to figure out some special settings for them. Something like they're probably going to start in the lower bracket directly or something like that. Pico versus Ezekiel now in Rapier. And after this fight, Yatsek's voice, yeah. Yeah, actually we're gonna do sword and shield, both medal matches, and then we're gonna do no, we're actually gonna keep it as always. So Info will actually have to fight twice after. One for the Sword and Shield bronze, and then for the Rapier bronze. Ezekiel is here, Pico is here. Pico takes the left side, Ezekiel takes the right side. It's going to be a very tough fight between these two. Marie didn't have any voice. Yes, I think she had the same voice lines as Isabella, if I'm not mistaken, on getting killed. I think so. Alright, these gentlemen are good to go. Pico takes left side. Ezekiel right side. After that, Info will fight Ezekiel. Info will fight Pico, so Pico do not leave after this one. Info will fight Pico for the Sword and Shield bronze. And after that, Info will fight the loser of this fight for bronze. So it could very well be two fights between Info and Pico. First, the flag for Ezekiel. It could happen. First kill there for Pico. 1-1. 2-1 now. Three to 1 now for Pico. Let's see if Ezekiel manages to come back here. Oh, a nice stab to the belly. 4-1. Pico's doing great here. Five to 1, and Pico needs only one more. Looks like there's gonna be a little bit of delay for the second stream, even with 6 flags. 5-2. Five 3 now. Ezekiel gets one back with a nice stab to the head. Tries the dash in. Pico blocks it. Pico needs only one more to get into the grand final and secure a medal. And there you go. The twirly twirly move there. 6-3. Good performance. Pico is in the Grand Rapier final. I think he's been there before in Olympics, and he's gonna face me just a little bit later. Right, so we're moving back to Sword and Shield, and then immediately we're going to Rapier. We have the bronze matches, and Info is actually in both. First match is Info versus Pico. Oh, Pico's still in. Good man. And then Info versus Ezekiel. So 2 matches in a row for Info and 2 medal possibilities, and the possibility of qualifying to the final tournament, and the possibility to use those specific weapons. Info, Pico. This is sword and shield bronze. Here we go. Let's get info in. She's about to fight two very important fights. Oh, my voice cut off. Talking to myself here. Thanks, Pico, for letting me know. So as I was saying, Info will fight two medal matches in a row against two very tough players. I'm pretty sure Info is probably a little bit more interested in the Rapier medal match, but I'm sure she wouldn't mind to get the Info on the left, Pico on the right, to get the sword and shield bronze fight match medal. Sorry. I think I need one sec to make this a little bit smaller. Looks too big. Yeah, that looks better. Yeah, Info takes left, Pico takes right. Yeah. Connor, the only Marina that we've seen in this Sword and Shield event was Ezekiel. Everybody else wanted to try out a new character. Here we go. Info on the left, Pico on the right. I think Pico is probably a little bit more interested. Oh, nice stab from Info. Gets the first fight. I think Pico's maybe a little bit more interested in this medal because he would probably want to use Connor in the final tournament. So regarding players that won't get any medals, you know, we have a lot of talent. Nice push there from Info. We have a lot of talent tonight, so there is a possibility that maybe some of you won't get a medal, and that's fine. You will still get access to the final tournament, the $100 tournament, but we'll probably, since it's going to be a double elimination most likely, you will start from the lower bracket directly. So the medalist will have a little bit of advantage. And regarding the character that you can use, the weapon that you can use, push there, nice dash there by Pico. We'll have to see about that. But that's a later talk. Let's focus on this fight now. Info gets blade beaten there. I said that Connor has a really good blade beating capabilities. 2-2. Some low attacks there by Pico. I've seen him scoring a couple of those in the previous rounds. Tried again the low attack, but a little bit out of range, countered immediately. Pico gets the advantage now. 3-2. Oh, nice push. Push there from Pico. 4-2. And it's a good advantage now. Oh, tried the Marina upcut. Up thrust, I would say. To the face. I don't know how to call that move, to be honest. 5-2. Laszlo has an attack that is quite similar, but it's Marina has one that is double. Wow, I haven't seen a double in a long time. I think we've had very few doubles. 5-2 still for Pico, very close to getting the first medal of tonight. Oh, beautiful again. Countered and went low with the attack. Cut the knees there. 6-2. Congratulations, Pico wins the first bronze medal. Info will have to fight again now for the Rapier bronze. So Pico gets the bronze medal in Sword and Shield. Congratulations. We'll score some extra points in the rankings. Here we go. So now we're going to get Info versus Ezekiel in Rapier. Info did not manage to win the first one, but I think she's not very sad about it. It's not necessarily a weapon category that is quite important to her, I believe. Oh, bronze was fine. But this one is actually important for both, I'd say, because I said it earlier. Ezekiel has lost the ability to use Marina in the final tournament. So he definitely wants to have at least Marta for the final tournament. I think his main the main character that he definitely wants for the final tournament would be Sam. But having Marta is good, and also getting a medal is quite important because if we're doing a double elimination tournament, the final tournament, medalists will start in the winners bracket, so that's also a good reason to fight for a medal. Info on the left, Ezekiel on the right, and after that we're going to the gold medal matches. I see I got some mod there, but I don't remember. Maybe Kobold added the mod, the skin mod, but yeah, we're not gonna use those, by the way. I'm talking about the skeleton one, not the Martha's alternate skin. Info on the left, as I said, Ezekiel on the right. Info switches to Marta from Marie. Although I'd say she played really well in the first two fights she had. Kobold added skeleton and zombie modes by default. Oh, I see. Oh, nice cut, followed up by a thrust, and Ezekiel gets the first flag. Try to reach out to her head. That is one of Ezekiel's signature moves. The info countered it really well. It was a little bit too far. Info with her usual taunting. Trying to get an opportunity to get a point here. Oh, tried to blade beat there, but Ezekiel surgical with the thrust. 2-1. No one can complain about character not having skin. That's smart. Yeah, I think he also made a mod. Oh, a lot of side steps there. Ezekiel does not manage to land the finishing blow. One of Kubolt's first mods was actually a Guy Fawkes mask for Marie, and I think he could simply put that in the game because it's not an overhaul of the entire character. It's just the mask. It could also help us a little bit because honestly, having these mirror matches where people use exactly the same. Oh, nice retreat thrust there from Ezekiel. Scores the fourth one. Because I think it's quite important to have different skins for characters for mirror matches. 4-1. Try to push there. Push there from info. The attack does not land. Barrage of strikes there from Ezekiel and eventually gets the kill. 5-1. Dominant performance so far from Ezekiel. No. No. That's my turn. Push bug, yeah. It looked like it. As I said, 5-1 for Pico. Oh, and finishes with the grab. Ezekiel manages to get the bronze medal. Unfortunately, Info had a little bit too much pressure on her shoulders, I believe, with these two fights, and wasn't able to get a medal. But to be completely honest, she fought two very tough guys, very high ranked on the server, and yeah, we're about to see what Info is going to do in the next events that we're gonna have. So Ezekiel scores the bronze for Rapier, which means that he's gonna be able to use Marta in the final tournament and compete directly in the winners bracket. Now we are back to the gold medal fights, and now I'm in the same situation as Info, going to fight two matches with medals on the line. Well, if I lose, I still get a medal, so that's for sure. The first fight is going to be against Siant, and it's very interesting because Siant looked actually great with Connor, so it's going to be fun for sure. Damn. But before we go, I just need 1 minute to go to the bathroom, and after that to get some water. And after that, I'm gonna face Pico for the Rapier. gold. All right, I am back. So we have two fights left, so the gold medal fights. After that, we're gonna take a short break, like 5 minutes or something, just until I finish the matchups for the one-handed and two-handed, and then we're gonna start right away because we're already a little bit late, and we need to get it going. Let's get Siant in. Are you coming back to the server? I don't know. I don't think so. Welcome to the stream, by the way. Alright, so Siant takes the left side, I'm taking the right side. Sword and shield. So it's definitely going to be a counter fight. Siant has done great with him so far. Here we go. Siant takes left side. I take the right side. Do you want skin? Alright. Here we go. Just give me 1 sec. Alright, I'm good. Nice. Caught me lunging in. The same cross announce. Yeah, I'll figure something out. Again. I was sure Siam was gonna do that. Nice, good job. Finally. A very tough fight as I expected. Oh, this one was what Pico was using. Managed to blade beat. I really like that move. It finally worked. And the side step. Nice, beautiful. Yeah, we're gonna sit down and talk. We're gonna find a solution. Nah. Yeah, it's quite obvious that it's gonna be a little bit of a push battle though. And Very close to getting... and that's it. Good fight, good fight. Very fun tactical fight against Sian. Sian gets silver though. And we'll get the possibility to use Connor or Marina if she desires so in the final tournament. Congratulations, I managed to get the first gold medal. Let's see if I can get the second one in Rapier. The Rapier one I actually have to defend it. Because I got it last time. Okay, so let's move on to Rapier versus Pico. Oh, wait. Let me see if I'm left or right. I'm left. Pico, a tricky fox, as always. Has a little bit more experience than I have with rapiers. We'll see if he picks Marie or Martha. Can't expect both. There he is. Pico already got a bronze medal in Sword and Shield. He will get a medal here regardless. Last time he got medals in 3 out of 4 categories. He was a little bit of an MVP of the qualifiers. So I'm on the left, Pico's on the right. Marie versus Martha. It's always nice when the final battle is between the two characters. I wanted to add Kalkstein into this category, but I actually had some conversations with people who main Kalk, and they said that it would be a lot better gameplay-wise to have Kalk in the Saber category, or one-handed as I called it, category. And I kind of understand it. It's nice first kill. It's not particularly fun to play as Kalk against rapiers or vice versa. Oh, I thought it's gonna be a double. Got lucky there. Nice. Caught me in one of his traps. 2-2. Oh, the lingering damage there with the it's not even the double lunge, it's the regular thrust. I've seen it happen a lot tonight. Oh, and the dash in. One more flag for and I will get the second gold medal. That would be great. Trying the info. Actually, this is the info. I wasn't fast enough to do it. I gotta be careful. Nice. Oh, I've seen Pico coming back after being led 4-0. So I should be careful here. Oh, there you go. 6-4. A little bit of a comeback there from Pico, but he gets silver in Rapier. Congratulations. And one weapon point. One Rapier weapon point. I managed to get the gold medal, so I'm actually quite happy about it. Right, so we're going to see each other again. Going to start a new stream. We're going to see each other again in 8 minutes to start the one-handed and the two-handed tournaments. Usually these are actually going to be a lot more interesting because we're going to have a lot of characters in both categories and some special characters. Kalkstein for the first time in with sabers, Jendrik for the first time with long swords. So it's definitely going to be pretty interesting. So thank you very much for watching. Hopefully you liked Sword and Shield and Rapier. Next we're moving on to one-handed and two-handed, and then the final tournament.